rookie last month and every month.
Please text the word Timberwolves along with your secret A member of our operations team will respond immediately. Timberwolves fans, we still have a few tickets available for your Timberwolves home games this coming season. See the ticket booth for more information.
And don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the family, and get a free bobblehead.
Don't forget about our next fan giveaway day, where all attendees will receive a Timberwolves mascot mini flag. Come to the game. Be the first.
A reminder, folks, to be here for our next giveaway, Beanbag Day. Come out and receive a free Timberwolves beanbag.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Lakers. They're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And, of course, the Timberwolves, now 5.5 games back.
When I look at the Lakers, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Jefferson in its center, filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Edwards. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 ball connects from downtown. Jefferson's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup.
And again for 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
He's worked on his craft, improved even in his short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch from deep, and that's not the only way he can score, that's for sure. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Can they get it? That's good on the jumper.
And yeah, Randle is absolutely a threat from in between. Something that D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Here's Jefferson. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Sends it home from three-point land. 14 points for him.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Timberwolves trail by 11. DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Jefferson. Reed defending. Jefferson can't hit. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And stolen by Edwards. And here comes the break. Shot from the low post is good.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Fires the three. Pure from three-point range. Jefferson's got 20.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Takes the three. Doesn't go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The three, DiVincenzo. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Doncic outside.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, DiVincenzo. To the inside. Here's Reed. Got a piece of it. Here's Jefferson. 22 points for him. Over Edwards. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. 24 points for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Jefferson. Knocks it down from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside McDaniels. They need this. Hits the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
To the paint. Outside Reeves. Down low. Here's Jefferson. Nice D from Reed.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The Lakers with a rebound. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. The three. DiVincenzo can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Jefferson. 30 points in the game. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that brick. Minnesota has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Connect, and it's Jefferson in at the 5. From deep, nails it from 3. Jefferson's got 33 points.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers in the lead. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. McDaniels, that's good.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Here's Jefferson. Give him 35. Over Gobert. And again, it's the Lakers.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
And the stifled tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And that one misses. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? Now, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. From deep. Jefferson can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Conley. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Jefferson. McDaniels covering. There's the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Gobert. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Takes it inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. McDaniels finds Gobert. It's not going to go for him. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Here's Jefferson. He's got 44. He was all alone on that one. Jefferson's got 46.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
He's still feeling it. That shot off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Conley passes to Clark. No good from outside. The Lakers lead by 9. Here's Jefferson. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Jefferson's got 48.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Conley passes to Clark. Lets it go from deep. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 9 rebounds now. Fires for 3. Yet another bucket.
A historic night. What a streak he's on.
With this performance, he now has the longest streak of 50-point games in NBA history.
Bam! Rudy Gobert. That was a loud 2 points.
Here's Jefferson, defended by Gobert. Let's go with a three. Connects again from distance.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven in his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Jefferson. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Timberwolves trail by 17, and Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Alexander Walker. Lets it go from 11. Deflected. Here's Jefferson. Non-stop scoring machine right here. And there's another one for the Lakers.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Conley. Inside. Will it go? And Reed with the nice bucket inside. Reed's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever. Running the point with precision.
Jefferson. Three-pointer off the mark. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. 17-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Here's Jefferson. Good! That's another bucket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
For three, DiVincenzo buries it from 3. He has 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Finney Smith. Doncic with it to the inside. And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Now DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
To the middle. Here's Jefferson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Jefferson grabs the miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Lakers lead by 18.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Pass to Reed. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Here's Jefferson. He's guarded by Conley. Launches it. Good! Another from 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe two. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess. Here's Jefferson. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 19. Left side Conley. Outside Reed. From deep three-point land. James with the rebound. The Lakers shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Here's Jefferson. Another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall outside. From downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was...
And again for three.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out.
And now let's take a moment. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Outside Reed from behind the arc. James with the rebound. So it's Los Angeles now. Pass to Jefferson. Shoots. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Down low. Randall can't hit.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Jefferson. That one's wide left.
Normally he drains that.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Randall, good.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Jefferson connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. McDaniels with it, picked up by Reeves. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 8 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Jefferson, Reed defending. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Nifty move. Edwards can't hit.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
and his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Good! Another from 3.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Jefferson can't hit. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Back to Randall. Outside McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. 16 points for him.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down.
And got it! Another basket!
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Here's Jefferson. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's rejected. And they get it back. Tries again. That went off the back iron and out. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. There's the triple. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Tries to break his ice. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. He shoots it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Here's Jefferson. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Jefferson. He got it again! Sensational!
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense throws everything at him, but he still scores.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Here's Jefferson. Connects again from distance.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Minnesota's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. And so in the game for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Jefferson in at the 5. Counted from distance.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. Randall, the pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Jefferson can't hit. The Timberwolves shooting the rock well at 46%. Randall outside. They set the screen. Takes a 3. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got his 20th rebound here tonight. From outside the arc. Again! What an avalanche!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable indeed. I never thought we'd see this. It stood since 1962. But now, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
A scintillating performance by MP, and we've got a chance to hear what he has to say.
Man, this hasn't even sunk in yet. On a night like this, setting the record for points in the game, you're so in the zone that it feels like everything is just effortless. But it's not. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this. So credit to my coaches, my teammates, everyone coming up that helped push me, my family, my friends, haters, defenders. Every one of those points scored tonight, this is for y'all. Everything that I do is. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Nicely said by MP. I think we all thought Wilt's record was completely out of reach in the modern game.
Well, MP proved us all wrong. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Sinks the tray.
Draining his first three of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Here's Jefferson. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And rejected. They recover it. Pass to Randall. Edwards for three. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
And Los Angeles, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. Reed for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Jefferson's Los Angeles shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. On target from range.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Offensive rebound. Reed finds Edwards. To the wing on the left. A slam dunk by Reed.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the chosen one.
I think his authoritative defense was huge for them tonight. He established early that he wasn't allowing easy buckets.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
For your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
First free throw is good. Grant, when it comes... And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.